Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody all around the world, and thank you for joining us today for another Left 4 Dead 2 competitive shoutcast. My name is MK. I'll be your caster and cameraman for today, and I'm not running solo. I'm going to be with my co-caster, Ninal. How are you doing today, my friend?
I am doing incredible, MK. We got a very exciting matchup on our hands. Ascendant versus L'Obscurité. Of course, Ascendant, one of those very top, if not the top team in EU. As for L'Obscurité, one of those rising stars out of the South American region. Not quite at the point of, say, GOAT or Hikori, but if they're on game day here, then they could put up a good performance for sure. They could even win this, but it's going to take a lot of effort out of them.
Yes, for sure. I had a shout out to Kryja for assisting me on getting my OBS fixed. We had some minor issues before the game, but no one will see it. And instead, we're not going to talk about it live. It's just, no. Instead, we're going to get baited. I guess I could talk about it for a few more seconds, but we had some issues connecting here with some timeouts. And Kryja was kind enough to assist me with it and all. I know you would have been there in a minute if you were home to help me, but we got everything back up and running, and we have some assistance from the community to make sure there's nonstop Left 4 Dead games being casted here and all, and we're one ready up away from Ascendant versus L'Obscurité. And L'Obscurité, it looks like they're starting to get their stuff together now. With a win last week was very impressive.
Yeah, they've really been impressing me lately. They did have some issues as far as players in the server and stuff like that, but not going to be facing any of that. We got the 2-2 start us off. Hunter, Jockey. They're going to send in the Hunter, catch Coach, but two players down below to cover that. Jockey going to be carrying away, though. Coach has to go after him. He doesn't get the clear, though, and the carry all the way inside. 10% plus as the damage continues to come out. What a way to start the match for Ascendant, rather.
Yeah, the double digits already come out from the opening hit. They ironically, they bullied Bully. So, I mean, no pun intended, but he was definitely bullied for a lot of his HP. Down to 59. Looks like, I'm not sure, is that loud? I'm not sure what that first letter is supposed to be.
I've just been saying Roud. I honestly don't know.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what that's supposed to be, but we'll do roster rundown after this hit. There's going to be a smoker lingering about the car alarm here now with a Hunter up above. It's actually a quad try now.
It absolutely is. The beautiful sack order. We saw it from the very beginning. The Hunter climbing up, getting that first engagement with the Jockey as well. And here we go. Quad reward. And with a ton of damage for the quad. They go ahead and send it in. Charge. Going to be landing as well as the Hunt Jockey on the head of Rochelle. Oh my goodness. And the car alarm. Oh man. L'Obscurité getting obliterated in the early game here.
He had 2 hits in the books, over 20% so far, but we'll do roster rundown real quick for Ascendant. We have Kryja, Innuendo, Fincy, and Frey. Why don't you take L'Obscurité?
Absolutely. We got Bully, Rude, Dream, and Skyness.
And it looks like Rochelle had a hard time getting over the ladder. All the commons are behind. They're going to wait here, which is kind of a little questionable. It means they're going to have to focus all the commons down here. They're going to get a boom onto 2 survivors. They're going to send everything in here. The Hunter finds the target, double stumble. Charger gets melted. It's only going to be a pound spit. And that's going to be the first damage they take. That does, or first, never mind. And that's almost double-digit damage again. Oh, L'Obscurité back on the wall here. Not a good start for them. 30% down, 3 hits.
And the part that's really scary, at least from my perspective here, is Chapter 1 is usually that more forgiving chapter here, really on both versions of Hard Rain, and they are getting smacked up. They go and sack in the boom. Hunt comes up for the pop. Nice skeet.
Reloading here.
You like to see that, no? Like to see that.
For sure.
Pretty decent, I would have to say. Wait a minute, is this a different version? Hard Rain Downpour? Do you see this? There's a few extra things that usually aren't here, aren't there?
Okay.
The fence? I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but
new updates.
It looks different to me. Maybe I'm wrong, but just lack of playing it. But it looks a little different to me. I don't know, but they're going to sack the Spitter. Charger is not going to land. Jockey is not going to land. That's going to be the first set of spawns that don't do anything now.
Yeah, fortunately enough for L'Obscurité, kind of the underdog team here, and they have not been getting a dazzling start, if we can call it that. Kryja going to be bringing in the tank, of course, got his cars to set up, Got some more free range on the Downpour edition of Hard Rain. Beautiful double boom. Doesn't commit off the double boom. It looks like he's jumping over and he's going to commit. Smoker Hunter on the follow-up. He's got the corner thanks to the common lock. Hits him twice. Make it 3 times. Make it 4. He goes down. 30% DP already. Goes for the cars. Smoke pull. Not quite. But the Hunter not getting cleared up. Eventually going to be able to wrap around to Rochelle. Krycha is not taking any damage at all. Oh, the jockey on that with the Hunter connect. No, the Smoker connect. And that is certainly going to be around the wipe. Straight out the gate by Ascendant, putting L'Obscurité on notice.
Oh my goodness, what an attack coming after the boom set it all up. They didn't know what to do, no. One survivor, like you said, nobody was shooting. One survivor just hit in the back, baiting a smoker, 1v1ing him for about 4 pulls, eventually losing to that pull, getting himself secured, and the only person that could free him had a shotgun. And he had to pay attention to shooting the tongue to try to clear him, and the jockey snags him up, committing to the wipe. And L'Obscurité, after a great start in King Infernus Cup, I was saying the first 2 weeks, now back on the wall already, and they haven't even started with their infected yet.
Yeah, it's not the brightest of beginnings. And it goes back to what I was saying. This is a worrisome moment for L'Obscurité, because when we see this campaign come out and it's 2 teams with a pretty big skill imbalance, the worst of the 2 teams is usually able to still lock in a pretty respectable amount. That is a relatively difficult tank spot, especially with the double boom. We'll see what L'Obscurité can do.
Alright, same set of spawns that we'll have. 2-2 with the Hunter and Jockey. And see if they keep the morale going. The Jockey goes in, does land. They'll get the pound spit. Good start so far. Can they get a stumble from the Boomer? Nope, they won't pop him. Decent opening attack, I would say, coming out from L'Obscurité. But due to the fact that it is Ascendant and all, they cleaned it up quite nicely. Just taking 4%. But good job, I would say, on L'Obscurité send the spawns in. They did a good job, in my opinion.
Definitely. They sack for the quad. They don't get that premium that Ascendant did, but we see the spawns back up, ready to go. Ascendant baiting over top at this choke point, just waiting it out. And they all drop over in a solid group. Beautiful charge, but it's going to get cleared so fast, and they are going to end up sending 1 by 1, and that is just not going to be an effective hit against Ascendant.
No, I mean, they did get a little bit more chip, but not much at all. They spawned at the same time, I'll give them that, but they just didn't have to land quite simultaneously. They kind of got the right idea, but just don't quite have it on the same level as Ascendant, in my opinion, so far. It's only 2 hits in the books yet. They still have plenty of time to rebound from it. Last hit before tank coming up here now. It looks like they want to push this. Okay, the survivors slow down. It is a 2-2, but it's a good 2-2 when you have both the Charger and the Hunter, in my opinion.
I'm right there with you. This, especially in this enclosed space, is going to be a massive hit. Charge onto Krycha in the spit. Hunter can't get in. Oh, a little bit of an upset there from the Hunter. Not able to get down into the action. They will lock in the charge spit, but again, peanuts here. Ascendant just barely dipping below 90% with the tank coming in, and it's very likely they'll be able to survive this.
Yeah, it's going to be up to Bully to bully them back after map 1. They definitely did it pretty hard on them. The Boomer's not going to be successful as it was on the other side, so the Bully's not going to be able to commit with commons and support. It looks like he's going to have a tri-cap. Playing long tank here is not the easiest thing to do here, no. Right. I don't think L'Obscurité really pull that off against Ascendant. I mean, the pings aren't very high, so it's hard enough, but I don't know, no. Let's see what he does here with his tri-cap, as the hiccups have found me already.
Oh, I heard it. Yeah, I'm right there with you. He's kind of chilling out for the time being, but no players bleeding out, and in he goes. This is all UMK.
All right, Bully's going in. He has his tri-cap. He is down to 4K right when he hits the door. He hits the car. Now he's down to 2,500. He needs to get his corner down to 1,800, 700, 400, 1,800. Oh my God, 44 HP. The support was so late. And they're not going to get much out of it at all. No, look at that. They're only going to get about 12% damage. Where was his support?
Reloading.
Bro, that was almost a no-hitter. The support was nowhere to be found. They do connect eventually, but it's way too late. Tank already dead. Wanted to wait for him to get a corner on one of the SIs, or on one of the survivors, but at some point you just have to send that in, and they didn't do it. Boomer Hunter, Jockey Spitter for the follow-up. They can sack into the quad, but this hit, we'll see. It looks like they're going to save for this stairwell hit, which makes sense. You don't really want to hit out in this wide open area just to let the stairwell go to waste, but at the same time, they're waiting a long time for a 2-2. We'll see if it pays off.
Reloading.
Yeah, I mean, it's the Hunter's the only good thing about that. And they probably want to get a pound jock in the spit, hopefully kill Boomer Spitter at the end, make sure you get a quad for the last hit. They need to make this work. Here goes the Hunter, and it just gets skeeted. That's not very good. They need to send the jockey now. Make sure the jockey dies first. Spit block will work. Boomer's going to come down. Unfortunately, gets stuck in part of the ceiling when booming through it. Not going to get nothing. And they will be able to get their quad up, but they're going to have to hit right before the safe room now. And that hit didn't really do anything. So that tallies up 5 infected attacks, including tank, taking 22.8% damage so far from Ascendant.
Yeah, this is nasty out of Ascendant. Absolutely putrid. Chapter 1. We are going to have the quad right outside the safe room. So it ends up not being a massive loss that they waited. But look, Innuendo's already in. He locks the door up. Coach baiting it out. They go in. Charge is going to find his target. Smoke Tongue will not. Everything else will be so close. It's still going to be a ton of damage. Innuendo, where is the help? Finally going to help out with this team. But look at how much they lost. L'Obscurité does manage to bounce back right outside the safe room.
You all right? Anytime.
30-some% damage. I think it's a little bit less than that actually, but that damage was massive for L'Obscurité. They needed that. Now they're only going to be down about, what is it, 700-800 points now instead of being down about 1,200. A lot better, but I mean they still got a lot to do yet. And that was actually pretty close to landing the quad, considering they had one guy in the safe room now. Because unfortunately, the Hunter Jockey wasn't able to find a target.
Yeah, that was so impressive out of L'Obscurité right there at the end. But I can't help but feel like that was more of a kind of a misplay out of Ascendant, kind of assessment of the situation. And kind of the forgiving chapter is out of the way. We just got, some pretty complex scenarios waiting ahead of us. We'll see if L'Obscurité can crack the code here, because they are down against such a powerful team. It really cannot be understated, or rather overstated, how much of a powerhouse this Ascendant squad is.
Yeah, definitely. If it comes down to the top teams that are currently active, Ascendant would definitely be in top of that. I like to say the top 12 current teams. They're definitely inside of that top 12 for sure, along with like Envy, Goat, Hikori, a lot of these teams that are just very dominant when they play. And unfortunately, in the Left 4 Dead community here, it's like if they don't get challenged by... actually, the Jockey's going to go in and die. Smoker is spawned up. Boomer and Charger.
Reloading.
Interesting here, I kind of got caught up talking about just the comparisons. L'Obscurité, I feel, is a very good team now, but just send it on another level as they send the spawn in. Charger misses, Smoker misses, unfortunate. Not much damage. Some common slaps go out there, only 1.4, and the tank's about to come up right now,
Yeah, I think you bring up a really sick point, though, which is that, with how blossoming the competitive scene is in Left 4 Dead 2, even with so much time after the debut of the game, these teams are going to continue getting better and better. It might not be today, but it's coming. That being said, it still could be today. We only got one chapter in the books here, MK. And that tank is going to hit the car over to a very interesting spot. Charger does send in the sack, but we'll see what Rude can do.
I think this is really good here now. I think, in my opinion, what he should do is punch the car to the right side where the Bronco is, and then push in left to guarantee his punches, or force them back over into the car's area to see if the survivors will make that mistake, and then get a tri-cap and send it in. This is my opinion. Let's see what he likes to do, though, He only has to 2-cap with a boom, and he doesn't have time to sack.
Yeah, this is an awkward scenario here for sure. I'm hoping the boom can get some action, but he's looking like he might. Okay, he gets a spawn in. He does connect with one. Jockey on the head, carries off to the side. The survivors have to run all the way out to clear. Rochelle gets covered by the Hunter. They do get the clear onto her, but just barely. The smack's coming out. Rude is putting out a lot of damage here, spreading the love around. I don't know if he's going to get any. Okay, he will get the end cap onto Krycha. Still got 1,000 HP left. Drops down, gets the long arm onto Nick in the pickup with the smoke again. The separation of the car. He takes him out. He's got 13 health left. He finally goes down, but what a spectacular setup with the smoke car. Incredible.
It's fine. Let me just get you.
We're not done yet. Okay, that charge does miss, but the spit continuing to delay. Actually, they will be able to get the pick up there, but finally, continuing on their way. They've only got a third of the bonus left, MK.
Yeah, that was a phenomenal tank coming out by Lobscurite. Just like you said before the start to go in, today could be the day, and they performed there extraordinarily, taking the bonus down to 450. DB is open on 3 survivors now. Innuendo just has a little bit of sliver of permanent HP yet, so maybe not him, but they're going to have a tri-cap with the Boomer coming up right now. It's going to be Smoker, Jockey, Hunter, and the Boomer is up. It looks like they want to send it pretty quickly. Here goes the Jockey. Hunter is in. The Jockey does not get skeeted this time. Rolling double cap, but no one's clearing the Hunter as it is munching away on Frey. And Frey is not going to be happy because now he is crawling. And that is, again, big double-digit damage coming out from Lobscurite now. Impressive job.
Yeah, that might have been like, I felt like that was 100, 150 damage. Call me crazy, but they're at 300 bonus now as they pop their last set of pills. They got 50% of the DB. It got completely broken through, and they've got no, I mean, they cannot get hit. The Fincy has 15% of the HB, and everyone else is just wide open DB in the danger zone. The hit is in. Charge will land, as well as the Hunter. Jockey, unfortunately, not able to get in there, but the damage is going to be disgusting once again. Krycha just barely able to sneak out of that combo and survive with just 3 HP.
Yeah, the crawl continues. Remember, they did find 1 extra set so far now, so there is a possibility of just 1 more. That's all they can get. Kryja is now 1 HP, and he has already been down once. So you know what happens if he goes down again. He'll be black and white. Boomer trying to get him. They do get Kryja. No pills up in the top room. They're trying to protect him the best they can. They get him in cap. Smoker gets shut down. Jockey and Hunter both land, and leaving Ellis to have to clear it. And now Ellis is going for a ride. Well, Kryja's getting beat to death by Commons on the ground, but he's not going to die. And my goodness, Lobscurite looks like they're going to be able to wipe Ascendant if he keeps going this way without another pill being found.
Vincy's still right there on 49 HP, all permanent, but the rest of the survivors are limping, bleeding out. A very precarious situation for the Ascendant squad. They will likely have a moment's reprieve out here in the open, but then again, there could be some kind of surprise attack put together. It's a 2-2 Smoker Charger. I'm not sure they could go for this, but then they're kind of in an awkward situation. Okay, they are just going to sit in. Charge goes in, lands. Everything is landing out of this SI squad so far. They land a spit as well, finding a boom. Down goes Frey. And Lobscurite is finding some serious headway. We'll see what they can do on their survivor side, right? We can't get too hyped yet, but what an impressive SI showing.
As the spitter gets hunt down, got a little greedy for an extra spit, and doesn't look like Fincy was going to allow it to stay alive. Now they only have 3 spawns, but it's going to be 3 cappers coming up for this choke point. It's going to be hard for them to get to the top here now, as they're going to go now. Charger lands, gets the kill. Hunter and Jockey, and there goes Fincy's HP now. And now it is nothing now.
Hey, Krycha's dead!
Yeah, Krycha got killed.
The silver lining for Ascendant here is they really don't have too much distance to press through. The smoke resetting once again. Of course, we gotta talk about the elephant in the room, which is the Sugarcane Fields. Only 3 players, all very low. This is very high potential for Lobscurite to end the game. They send in the spit boom. Spit chilling. Just hanging out. Okay, he's gonna chill.
Interesting. Keeping the spitter here. I thought maybe they might want to try to tri-cap. Oh my gosh, that Charger spawn was phenomenal. But he was not able to get out of the way now. Free spit goes out. They're trying to get Fincy down. They're not going to be able to do it. Pickups will happen, and all 3 survivors are going to be able to push up and continue their crawl. Going to get Fincy. No, Fincy skates out the jockey. And I think the infected need to regroup here now because they're letting him crawl for distance.
Yes. Yeah, the charge, you sending that charge, I didn't really like it. He was right there on top of the survivor. I feel like he could have just gone for smacks. But regardless, the charge getting a second chance. The smoker gets cleared for free. One boom comes out, and again, the charge gets caught out. Gonna get the kill regardless. See ya. And it is just going to be Innuendo and Fincy here in this classic moment, the slog through the sugarcane fields. Down goes Fincy. Hunter going to be able to catch Innuendo, and that is going to be the round. 511 distance is all that Ascendant's going to be able to get.
Yeah, so let's do a little bit of math because that's the one thing we like to do before the other team gets to start. So we're looking at 600 distance. So let's see. L'Obscurité, distance alone will put them at 851. That'll break the delta by about 300 points. So if they get anything above that, it'll definitely be more of a beneficial. Because remember, they were down about 900, so they need 300 per chapter. And with map 4 only being 400 distance, they need to make them up now. This is the chapter they have the chance to. They just got to ace this tank, maybe 1 in cap at most. Less would be better. Let's see what they could do. Opening attack, tri-cap with boom. No Hunter included. Let's see what they could do now.
Looks like they got 3 on top of the roof. Smoker is, of course, right on top of that Ducato Sugar Co. building. Doing the classic song and dance, peeking in, peeking out. When they're going to actually go at the full commit. And they do immediately start to capitalize on that. Jockey Smoke. Smoke will get cleared pretty quick. The smacks coming out. Bully getting bullied down twice in a row. The smoke comes out for a brief moment once again. And it is definitely going to be a decent hit out of Ascendant.
Yeah, I mean, look at the damage piling up. It's not double digits, but it's almost 7%. And a 7% average would be happy with Ascendant. Maybe they might want a little bit more, though, no, but 7% per hit. If we get about 6 hits out of that, it's about 40% of the bonus. See what they can do with this tank in the hands of Frey. Second tank for Ascendant. And it is a neutral game. One thing we didn't know when this started. With the possibility of Chapter 5, we'll just have to see.
Yeah, and real quick, oh, we have the spawns coming in. They're going to be, okay, just this charge stack. But if you think back to the way Ascendant handled this tank, they got split very heavily with these walls getting ran around. The SIs had their way with them. So I think if L'Obscurité wants to survive this tank and stay healthy with it, number 1, they got to dodge a car. Number 2, they got to avoid getting split like Ascendant did.
I definitely agree, but here it is. Frey's climbing up. Frey is in. He's going over to his car. He wants it. He lost a couple hundred HP to get it. He's down about 400. He pops it over. I don't know if he's going to get the... Oh, wow, he really wants this. Oh, he put that kind of far away. I think he might have to abandon here. He climbs up. He splits them 3 in 1. He punches the guy out to the car. He gets in the car. Oh, my gosh, Coach, what are you doing? Coach eats the car. Frey down to 2,000. And this is going to be a grind out for sure. I don't know what Rad was doing there, Nall. A questionable decision as he's rolling in. Oh my gosh, the dumpster slaps one of the survivors. Rochelle is the only survivor free, and it's going to be back-to-back wipe, or another wipe coming out, but Ascendant just gets distance points compared to L'Obscurité, only putting up 83, going down another 300 points now, plus.
Dude, the Ascendant says, oh, you think that was impressive? Hold on. Let me show you how it's done. And by the way, while we're talking about back-to-backs, back-to-back double boom for the engage. Again, the boom dropping down. I saw it. He wedged himself in between 2 survivors, starts going for the boom, lands it on both. And you could just tell from there it fell apart. Funnily enough, Rude was not one of the boom targets. He just kind of panicked and ran out straight into the car. Of course, he got smacked, and but still, car wide open. Frey very clearly transmitting that, and mopped him right up. And once you get the grind out, it hurts so bad. And what hurts even worse is that they converted that into the wipe. They walked away with like 51 points, absolutely nothing, and they are down like 1230 at this point.
Not only they're down 1230 now, but they also got a map 3 tank sitting at 83%, which allows Ascendant to gobble up an extra 350 points, which would put them at probably at about 1900 before the beginning of L'Obscurité, if they even wipe at tank. So, whew, that's quite an uphill battle for them. It's not out of the conversation of happening, because we've already we saw an 800 point swap already. A team that actually not 800, it was a 600 point swap where a team was down about 550 and they were up about 450 on the next chapter. So that absolutely can happen, but L'Obscurité needs to really go lights out with their survivor side and just make sure they get the wipe by the tank or quad them beforehand. Charger, Hunter, Jockey, Spitter, best that you can ask for. Oh my gosh, the Hunter got skeeted. The Charger was successful at hitting the safe room door. That was about it. And then the Spitter gets killed off, and that is just .04. Not a good start for L'Obscurité. Great for Ascendant.
Yeah, and whereas on Chapter 3 of Classic Hard Rain, there are a lot of shenanigans, like multiple spots for some very serious SI shenanigans. On Hard Rain Downpour, we do still have that potential, but it's a lot more restrained. There is I'll wait for the hit, the Smoker, Jockey, Hunter, Boom, as they enter Rayford shipping, but let the hit come. They deal with that quite easily, everything getting dealt with before they can even start to get in. But as we see them wrap up and around with the hit out of L'Obscurité, I don't know if they have room for the shenanigans anymore. Outside this cubicle, for example, players can fall to their death. They can get, impacted by the SIs while they jump over. But look at that, MK. They all get over scot-free, 98.7%. And there's no more time for shenanigans. It's all business.
Yeah, Ascendant is put on the big boy shoes now. They're like, Chapter 2 was just a fluke. We're not letting that happen again. We are going to put up big points on Chapter 3. It's the most points of the campaign next to Chapter 2 as well. They're both the same. 600 distance, map 1-5, map 4 is 400. Finale is 600, just to be, for those that wanted to know. And I don't know if it'll come into play, but Tricap with Spit coming up. Charger, Jockey, Hunter, Spitter. Jockey lands. The Charger not able to find. The Hunter's trying to help, but it's too late to the show. Pound Spit will be successful at the end now. And that is big damage coming out from L'Obscurité, and they needed that after the first two hits doing less than 1.5% damage.
Yeah, of course, the issue is, they needed that, but the Ascendant is already 60% of the way through the chapter. They've already locked in over 300 points for themselves. They're going to continue pressing forward, very healthy. I love that Hunter able to connect with the Spit, but it's just not been convincing so far on this Chapter 3. A nice turnaround from Ascendant in the transition from Chapter 2 to 3.
Absolutely, and shout out to J-Dot for the vertical transitions. Oh my gosh, do I love it. I just got to get used to flying with the drone now instead of the broken drones. It works so beautifully. But right now it's going to be a Tricap with the Boomer coming in. No Charger is going to be there. Still, they can make the max of it. All right, they're going to send it. Everything spawns simultaneously. A nice, beautiful attempt from L'Obscurité there, except the Boomer was the only thing to be desired. But that Tricap was so close. The Smoker tongue just broke on the side of the building. That was a great attempt on damage, I must say, no. But unfortunately, it was a beautiful cleanup by Ascendant.
Yeah, Ascendant looking pretty dang bulletproof here on Chapter 3. They did sack into a Charger, Hunter, Jockey, Spit, but Ascendant is just walking it in. They are going to slow it down here. And look at the Spit. Of course, I'm assuming... Okay, yeah, here comes the tank. The Spit does come out early. Able to separate them somewhat. Oh, my God.
What?
The Hunter ski out of the air, but look at the tank spawn right there. He thought about it.
I think if his Hunter stayed alive, he might have done it.
Yeah. I think we might see Ascendant doing it.
Yeah, but that Hunter being shut down, I think that would have been the tank's corner, so they just...
Yeah.
And I'm interesting to see the tank now. He's going to transition to take the back route, while the Jockey just distracts to make sure he gets there. I'm surprised the tank didn't go forward and go over by the other water tower, because I don't think he's going to have the opportunity to get up here to play long. Is he still 100% first pass? I can't see his frustration.
I can't see, yeah. But look at Secret Agent Spitter in the meantime, by the way. Secret Agent AI Spitter with some big dreams. Okay.
Hey, never put down an AI Spitter. I saw an AI Spitter wipe Envy. Okay, yeah, that's right. You heard it. Wipe Envy. had a lot to do with it. So.
Well, in the meantime, Skyness has gone second past 50%. He's tried to play the long game a bit, but it hasn't really worked out. It's just resulted in him taking some chip. Nothing too major. He goes for the engaged Charger, Hunter, Smoker, trying to corral them into a corner here. Okay, Hunter connects, and they do get the separation. They can't get the clear on that Hunter Smoker pull to be a major nuisance. Charger lighting up. This could be the wipe. Is he going to get the clear? Is he going to get the clear? Okay. He's the slow stand up, and that will be the wipe. They managed to find it. Okay, L'Obscurité and their SI sides. Yeah, Chapter 3 on the lead up to the tank, not the most impressive, but they do manage to find a window of opportunity. The question is, can their Survivor side finally stand up to it?
Oh my goodness. My good. That's spray in the safe room, bro. That's fucking great.
I got my sprays disabled. I said, hell no.
Alright, they're going to send everything in here now. They're going to get decent damage from it. They've already done more damage on the first. Oh my gosh, they still haven't cleared it yet.
Dude.
And now that one damage has done 3 damage from L'Obscure, but I mean, one attack has done the same as 3 for L'Obscurité. Oh my goodness, no.
And that's been my issue with the team, is that the Survivor work just has not been there. You gotta know, with the spit there, the jockey's still alive. The jockey is gonna do all he can to manipulate you, to bring you down into that spit. And the clear, like you said, it just wasn't there. They drop down, they get the 1 boom, and they are gonna have their SIs up here outside of Rayford shipping if they want to send it. And like I said, it can be a very devastating hit. It could be major shenanigans. We'll see if Ascendant is able to find something big here. If they did, it would completely lock down L'Obscurité.
Yeah, for sure. But I like that. We'll have to see if Ascendant is going to send it. But let's say they're not going to send their SI here. They're going to wait for the transition on the outside, which I can't disagree with. They have a good set of spawns, the Charger, Hunter, Smoker, Spitter. I thought they might go on the stairs, but there's more opportunity on the outside, and I think Ascendant is confident with their SI play that they can maximize this damage output on this transition. Not only that, that if they want to jump over the railing, they need to make sure they hold their space bar now. Like if they're self-ledge hung, as we've seen, I don't know if you heard about the win serial moment in the playoffs of the Quarantine Anniversary Cup, when they double ledge hang each other over this transition up a couple hundred points. And they lose that game, and we're eliminated, unfortunately.
I believe it. I believe it.
But all right, this choke point cut up here, and I'll take it when they transition over.
Okay, 3-1 with Spit. They got the Smoker. They don't have a jockey, but they do have a charge in here. He's looking to hop over straight onto the narrow walkway. Hunter down below. And you can tell Ascendant is just like a Venus flytrap here, just beckoning them forward. Please, jump out of Rayford shipping. And L'Obscurité is not moving an inch. They're clearing out every single last common that they can. They're taking it slow. They got some overdue work assignments that they're filling out right here. Gotta do it before they clock out. And the anti-bait timer.
This is intentional. This is going to clear out all the commons down below.
Yes, yes.
And they can make the jump over the railing. It is going to be an option. The only thing that I worry is wherever the survivors didn't look at when they were outside there, so they might be able to spawn like on the other side of those pile of bricks down there. So it's only to the vision of where the survivors have transitioned forward where they will not respawn. So we'll have to see if that comes into play when they clear this up. There'll still be a couple of commons down there. But again, it might not really come into play or be a big factor, but just something to keep an eye on just in case.
Yeah. Love the attention to detail. You still have a couple stragglers running in.
And nothing's respawning, so I think they're going to be okay. They want to push here. It's
Krycha getting impatient. I respect it, L'Obscurité. They want this dub. They want to do everything they can against this top team to prove themselves. I mean, not just there are people watching this. They send it. Okay, whoa, getting a little bit ahead of themselves. They drop it down. Charge is going to be waiting for them. Skyness trying to hop up and shoot, but so far no chip has come out onto this charge. Innuendo, the risky little spot. Skyness? Oh, he's so sneaky. He's so sneaky. Oh my god, the smell. Okay, it will get dealt with. It was very slow. It took a long time, but who cares? They did it.
Yeah, they get down with pretty much no damage. They take it pretty clean. Remember, Ascendant got 3 attacks at this point and had them down to about 92%. So, or we're down to 2% on 3 attacks on them. And L'Obscurité sitting at 89.9% with the same amount of attacks. And if they're able to get out of here quickly, it'll be good. No, they're not able to. The Charger finds the target. They get the clear. No spitter, but they'll get a nice 2-cap on the outside of the 2-boom null. And that's a big amount of damage coming out there. Good job by Ascendant taking advantage of the separation.
And that is just the Ascendant that we know and love. Yes, you've got your planned strats, but sometimes you just got to make a decision and be confident in all the thousands of hours of experience you have that your decision is the right one. The Charger locks it in. He finds an easy corner. They split 2-2. Hunter Jockey on the opposite 2. It's just trademark Ascendant locking it in. And we are going to have the tank coming in soon, but another hit before that. The Hunter in the spin with the charge connecting. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at the damage. Look at the bonus tick down. And they are pouring out bonus at this point. Skyness on 2, make it 1 HP. They are going to down him.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, that they did get kind of stuck out there. It looks like 3 of the teammates were a little overzealous on leaving Skynes behind. They have to down him. Actually, he was... Wow, actually, believe it or not, look at the DB that got munched away from that because he popped pills. I didn't even realize that. They lose 30-some%. That is so many points already gone. I can't stress enough how it hurts to lose DB, and he's no hesitation going in now. Oh my god, take it away.
Okay, Innuendo is in here. 4,000 HP, make it 3,000. Charger Jock, gonna have the Hunter back up. The SIs are not in yet, missing his first hit. He's finally gonna get the corner onto Bully. Where are the SIs? They're finally coming in, but Innuendo's not taking that much damage. They start repositioning their shotgun players all the way over on the opposite end of the tank. The 1,000 HP is taking so long to clear out, and L'Obscurité is folding here. The Hunter connection, Rock to cover for it, to just act as a massive meat shield, getting another smack, and Coach barely evades death, but all the bonus has seeped out, and it was just, I wanted to see more tank damage there with how close they got him to death. I don't know how you feel, MK, but I feel like that was just a close but no cigar kind of moment.
Yeah, I mean, it was a phenomenal rebound with the special infected helping him out as much as he could. The tank-wise, I thought the tank was going to die very early. He was down to 1,000 with 3 survivors up, and then unfortunately, Skynes got a little too close and got himself punched away from his team, and that's where it started to go down. They lose all of their DB from that. They'll have a couple 100-point bonus, but the question is it too little too late now?
It certainly could be. We do potentially have the finale. Of course, they're not, especially Chapter 4, not worth a ton of points, but also such a flippy chapter, as I so often say. And they are going to send in another hit to get the double, rolling doubles, charge going in for some more smacks. Down goes Coach, still in there for smacks. He gets one more. The Smoker Tongue continues to rip away, and they just continue to drown in the hard rain. Downpour. It is certainly a downpour on them at this moment.
Yeah, I didn't see any pills in that room either. There was none to be found.
Weapons over here.
Yeah, the 2 survivors, black and white. All their points are on Rochelle, the 119 that they have left. They need to cherish those points for any opportunity for a 2-chapter comeback on points that aren't worth that much. Boomer grabs one. They slow down a little bit. They need to transition over. Here comes the spawn to 2-2. The Hunter finds a target. Gets cleared. Rochelle's in the spit. They take the bonus all the way down now. Down to 18 points. That's all they wanted was the bonus. They don't care about the distance. And it looks like they'll make it. First safe room made by L'Obscurité. Actually,
right.
Isn't this the second safe room made by anybody? I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is.
Wow.
That is a true statement.
Wow. You got a point. And I just love the way they landed that. The hunt spit onto the only player with bonus left. It's just, going back to that attention to detail. They know what to do in every single situation, fringe scenario or not. We head to Chapter 4, Milltown return, and despite L'Obscurité making it to the safe room, still very much lacking of points. And we'll see if we can't see some absolute craziness that could give them a hope upon a hope to bring it to finale.
Yeah, Burrs has got an early tank. This is beneficial for L'Obscurité, but I'm telling you now, right now, they're down over 1,000. So it's 1,071 points. I'm trying to do the math in my head as fast as I can, and I'm trying to be as what's the word that I'm saying? Optimistic as I can be.
Yeah.
But with only 1,000 points of distance combining this map and the next alone, with the way L'Obscurité is unable to hold on to bonus, it's not looking good at this moment. Plus, they need to wipe Ascendant 2 more times, which is even more difficult than I would say than them making it with bonus, just from my opinion.
You may disagree with me here, MK, but I feel like on this Chapter 4, the points can be kind of deceiving, especially with the 29% tank. This is such an all-or-nothing tank. So hittable focus tank, maybe less so on Hard Rain Downpour, but still, it does lead the opportunity for, say, if Ascendant's tank were to tunnel vision onto the cars and not land anything, that could potentially get them some good bonus, maybe. But it's exactly what you said. L'Obscurité is struggling to find any bonus at all when they walk in the safe rooms, which they desperately need to find a whole lot of here. It is going to be Ascendant on the Survivor side. The smoke charge, but the charge gets cleared. Very quick clears coming out of Ascendant, and they are looking good. They do take a decent amount, but continuing on, no major incident.
Now, pretty much just spit damage, commons, some friendly fire, mainly nothing really from the cappers as the points show for it. Just a little bit from one of them that was able to get a little bit, and the rest is from spit. As DMRZ will have what could be the last tank for his team. We could have one more going on the finale. It's unheard of yet. But he's going to punch the car alarm first, gets it over, and now he has all his cars forward. The risk of being pushed now is there.
Right.
It doesn't look like Ascendant's oh, wait a minute, they're all getting up on the roof now. Looks like that's what they're going to do, and they're going to push past him right now. No, he's got to commit now, or it's he split up. Oh my God, no. Kryja finds a car. This is going to be the commit. Can we see another wipe coming out here? The Charger lands. Oh my gosh, the Hunter. Oh, the Hunter gets skated. The jockey's trying to clean it up. Can the jockey get Kryja? No, he can't. Or not Kryja, Nick. But the tank has his own corner. Vinci is down. This jockey just needs the delay, and he does so. Oh, can the tank get there in time, or can the pickup happen? He's there, and oh, he gets the pickup. Kryja gets a pill, but he eats it. Oh, he flies off the top of the rooftop, and he's cornered. The tank gets stuck. He's down to 1,800. He gets a punch. He's not cornered, though. He gets it down. There's only one survivor up. Smoker cleans it up. No, this is complete madness. What are we seeing right now?
Honestly, okay, so I casted a lot of Hard Rain Downpour last night, and when we watched it, we watched team after team hop up on that roof, go straight past his tank while he's trying to fish out his hittables. But this time around, Ascendant didn't seem all on the same page. We had two go very fast on top of the second roof. Two were kind of lingering behind, and he ended up getting caught out by that surprise car, and it works out perfectly. Now, mission impossible for L'Obscurité. Can they actually get some bonus? Are they going to get wiped at the tank? And the thing is, even if they don't get wiped at the tank, they need to be healthy, and they need to avoid hits. Lots of stairwell hits, lots of choke point hits on Hard Rain Downpour. We'll see what they can do.
Yeah, I mean, remember, 1280 is a perfect, I mean, you change this. 1200 is a perfect score. That's what we go by. The pills don't count in the score being perfect, but 1280 is the most they can get. That is enough to take the lead. Will that happen? Absolutely not. But the question is, how much can they hold on to if they can survive this tank? Now, that's what it's going to come to. I like the play from Ascendant trying to push on the tank to somebody was in the back too far for that movement, as we were talking about it as it happened. And let's see what Ascendant could do. L'Obscurité gets pulled. Charger gets melted. It looks like the Smoker and Jockey kind of just team up on the same guy round, taking most of the damage. A little bit of friendly fire comes out in some common slaps, but looks like they're going to get into this tank pretty healthy, with 3 of the survivors being 5 punches rounds, and the only one that is 4. And Fincy has the 4th tank of the game for Team Ascendant now, and he just needs to probably get an in cap or 2, and they should be all right.
Yeah, definitely. Bully, finally not getting bullied, by the way. The only player still on 100 HP. Boom comes in, not able to find. We talked about how impactful those booms actually were during the tank on Chapter 1 and 2. But they will just sack it out here. Smoker Hunter likely going for that Jock. I'm not sure if it's going to be the Jockey or the Charger, but he is going to just be chilling, not hitting his cars too aggressively yet. It is going to be the charge. They send in the charge. Okay. Oh, he actually lands with it. Lands into the wall as well. The car comes out at the same time. I like the attempt, but that car went very far. That being said, Coach is down on the lower level. So is Ellis. They are not looking poised to take it over. And he just leaves that alarm car, engages here with the second car, hitting him towards it, and this is a classic situation here, classic hard rain situation, not going to have to run through. Smoker pull into the first smack, down goes Nico, skating across the floor. The car follow-up will not be there, but Rochelle gets caught out just wide open, and then he's going to try to grind her out here, and it looks like he's going to be able to do so, has plenty of HP to do so. And that's really all they need, is to get one of these survivors down. All they need is to get one of the survivors down. Still struggling. It took Coach... Oh my god, it was so close. Down he goes. But so does Rochelle. They've only got 3 survivors left. They are very healthy. That is the only silver lining here for L'Obscurités. They've got 400. We'll make it a little bit less than 400 at this point. Bonus left.
As Ellis just M2s the spitter and not kill it. Unfortunately, he can't. I mean, he can do that, but it's just bad etiquette. I mean, even in top tier play, just wait a second or 2 and kill it. Don't be like that, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't like to see that. But right now, they have the tri-cap. Looks like L'Obscurité is not going to hesitate, and the Infected are going to be very patient and wait for the quad. Send in 4 Infected against 3. They don't even need to kill them, but right now, even though a survivor died, they did lose 70% of the DB, which is pretty much almost half their points. I mean, if you look at it, seriously,
Yeah.
It's so much. But let's see what happens. This is going to set the tone for the rest of this match. If they survive this quad, they need that 388 bonus now. They can't really lose any of it. It needs to get in all of it, but they're being as patient as possible, waiting for the transition outside of this house. And are they going to wait for an actual event? Like, are they going to let this horde timer come down here to try to bait them to come in early, maybe? I don't know.
That would be crazy.
Wow, I mean, they are really taking this slow.
Okay.
Can't
In my
really-
opinion, that house is very
disagree.
scary. Yeah. The sponsor, look how separated they are. The charge, gonna connect, and that is the try. They are done. Wrap it up. Send it home. 1,000-point deficit, just about, and that is going to be it for L'Obscurité's run through Chapter 4. 143 points to GG, not being called yet, but it is such an insane gap headed into this finale.
And okay, there we go. We're going finale. We are going to see Chapter 5. They are not going to give up yet.
I respect it.
One more to go.
At the very least, you get preparation against truly one of the top teams in L4D2. So it is what it is.
See what time we got here. It's 4 o'clock. I know we have some more matches coming up soon.
Yeah, I think around 7 we'll be starting back. Maybe earlier for you. I'm not sure.
Double checking just to be sure. While we have the people waiting to ready up. Let's see, Saturday we got 7 p.m. We have me and you will both be doing our own games for sure. We have 2 games at 7 o'clock. Looks like we have some more double schedules after that. We have a triple schedule at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
And it looks like one of them might. But we're back into the action. Let's keep it with the game that we're at. We're going live. They're gonna go in right away with spawns. Hunter gets skeeted. Spinner gets nothing. And Smoker and Boomer die off. Good stack order, but really nothing on the board actually. Quad goose eggs, and all survivors at 100 HP. Good start by them, Null. But look at this distance, it's 600, and they're gonna be down about, what is it, about 1,200 right now. And they're already going to get a couple hundred more points before this tank, so I think if they can wipe that tank, they'll be down needing, oh my goodness, about 700 bonus to win, maybe? 800?
Okay.
They'll have to do what we say first. And spawn's coming quickly. The Charger's successful. 1 slam, 2 slams, but everything else is shut down. It looks like everybody else killed everything instead of clearing Kryja, which I guess that's just the way they felt about it, but either way, spawns are down now.
Yeah, tell him you hate Kryja without saying it, and he is going to go down to 15 HP. Wow, left to rot by his team with that charge spit, but we'll see if they can recover it. Going to be a nasty hit out of L'Obscurité, though, all the same. So we do have... Yes. With that 3-1 with Boom, they're going to call the go-go. Boom from down below finds one, the Hunter Jock, but the clears will be so quick. Again, even the Smoke Tongue, they only find about 2% from that, maybe about 3%. And Bully going to have a very lofty goal here for the tank wipe. Got to break through 75% bonus.
Ooh, he gets the collar into play. Unfortunately, that last hit and all, the Smoker actually broke his tongue by himself, and the 2-cap landed at the same time he failed. That would have been a sick tri-cap because Innuendo cleared the attack there. And if Innuendo was pulled, oh my gosh, what a ski. Oh my, I don't know if you just seen what happened there. The ski goes out, the rock hits the Charger when he charges by. So the tank had a lot of input on damaging the Charger in that hit. And Bully's left alone now, and they're going to have to sack a Boomer if they want to tri-cap to send it in here.
Bully's got plenty of time. He has taken a little bit of chip. We've seen the double booms be so effective for Ascendant. The Hunter spawns in. Goes in for a hit with the rock. They're going to be able to easily skeet that, but the double cap continuing to drop them down another 5% or so with a 1 boom connecting. Continuing the rock game here for a moment while he waits for his SIs to get back up. He does drop down. Okay, hides behind the bus. He goes second pass. And survivors have actually gotten some pretty sizable chip on him at this point, about 700 points, make it 800.
Big here. This is everything for L'Obscurité now. This is big. They have to get results with this tank. Take it away.
They send it in. Krycha up above. He gets hit. Going straight for Krycha. This tank only has 2k HP left, MK, and he is out in the middle of nowhere in no man's land. Gonna be hoping for the kill on Krycha, but if that's all he gets, there's going to be left wanting a whole lot here. It's certainly not going to be enough. Down goes Bully. They need a quad. They need a quad. We saw it, Wild and Shocking Asia versus Aura. Actually, Wild and Shocking Asia locking in the quad onto Aura, ripping out 900 bonus right out from under them. But even if they manage to do that, distance continues to tick up, MK.
Yeah, it is. They have 747 points left, and it's not a plane, I'll tell you that. That's how much score they have. 2-2 is incoming, and it's going to be a poo-2 nonetheless. The least chance for output of damage. The jockey will latch on. Smoker gets self-clear. Boomer's going to go in and die. Spit sack. And we're going to have a quad attempt as this Boomer is chasing Coach for a proxy. And they need to land this for an opportunity to mount a comeback. But the points that were just given to them, they're still mounting up here now. Almost at 1,400 points. Which would mean they need 800 bonus if they would die now. The quad coming. They're just going to hide in the closet. And let these
always a terrible place to hide.
And let the points the points keep tallying up. There's no way they land the quad here, so I think they might get the full distance and wait for the rescue vehicle.
This is some crap.
All jokes aside, though, this should be great at dealing with the quad, and in goes the charge, very brief. As Smoker will get a pull, but it's all been dealt with, and Ascendant using that closet to their advantage, locking it in, 674 bonus left, and this is a smackdown here on the finale. They're showing, you know what, we don't like finales, we don't play finales, but if you bring us to it, we'll show you what's up.
Look out!
And they're over here a bit early, but here it comes. Rescue vehicle along the way. Last attack is going to be a 2-2 with the Hunter and Charger. And it looks like they're trying to be patient. The Boomer's doing pull-ups with the Spitter. Charger's coming in here. Not able to get anything. The Hunter is. And that will be safe room made by Ascendant, locking in 3 victories in a row in the group stage of King Infernus Cup. Staying clean now. Bringing in 592 bonus. And that'll put them at 3,000 and change. Congratulations to them on getting the victory.
No major surprise here, MK, for them to go 3-0 in the King's Infernus Cup. L'Obscurité putting up some shimmering moments of success, but they ultimately proved to be just that, shimmering. A mirage. You get closer to it and it disappears in front of your eyes, as they are way in the hole here. And of course, going to be the win for Ascendant. Good attempt by L'Obscurité, but they've got some more work left to do.
Yes, they absolutely do. Well, we know the mathematics here is way out of the reach of L'Obscurité. We can even do the math for fun if we'd like to. We'd actually add the additional 1,800 for the perfect score of no damage, which would put them at 2893. But unfortunately, no, they're only going to get 120 more points for the pills. So that means it is mathematically, yes, it is mathematically impossible, but just by about 60 points.
Okay. Beautiful little scratch with that ghost hop. And the smoke eventually going to get cleared, but straight into a Hunt Spit. Smoker's trying to get a scratch in there as well. And it's going to be a great hit by Ascendant.
Indeed, it will be. They are out and about now, navigating to get this event started. L'Obscurité is trying to put as many points as they can. Remember, it does help for King Infernus Cup if it comes down to playoffs. Right. If there's tiebreaker, they do want the points to matter, so L'Obscurité should still try as much as they can. I do believe that they've been playing so well in this tournament so far since they combined with Agertha, in my opinion. Just when you get into those top 12 players, those teams now, it's on a different level, of course. We just got to figure it out.
Well said. They do land the tri-boom. Nothing else major landing. We are going to have the tank coming in here soon. We'll see if L'Obscurité is able to survive this tank. In my opinion, their Survivor has been looking much more lackluster than their SI. Their SI has been looking pretty competitive on a lot of these chapters, but the Survivor is really where they have struggled, so I want to see them try to hold on to as much of this bonus as they can. They still got 1,200 points. Oh, the 25 DP in the spit with the double cap as well. Jockey Smoke just add an insult to injury. A beautiful, beautiful hit.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that Frey was in the ceiling pouncing around with his Hunter. I should have paid attention to it because Frey likes to do that as well. Yeah. Shout out to Frey and Welty and, of course, Yeesus CL, the Hunters in the skies throughout the tournaments. And it looks like Frey is starting to get very good at it as well, joining the Hunter in the Sky with Welty and Yeesus CL. Shout out to both of them again. But right now, let's get back to this. One more attack before Tank's going to come up. Hunter and Jockey are trying to find the way. Boomer doesn't have to spawn. Charger's a little late to the show. Coming in now. Grabs a boom guy. Yeah. No slam, though, but he gets a 10 damage for his charge there. And here is the final tank of this tournament match now into the hands of Frey. Why don't you take his final tank out?
Gladly. He's going to send it up on top of the Save for Less store here for the moment, which is going to cause L'Obscurité to run to the opposite end, take it on top of Burger Tank. Just going to be chilling with some rocks for now. They got some nice chip, about 350, make it even more chip. Smoker, and the rock is going to be coming out. Not the best timing there, as the cappers come in between the rock throw, will be easily skeeted out. but they do still land some sizable damage with those capping SIs. Okay. Just for fun, Rock.
Oh, he fell in the thing.
Yeah.
That was an accident. You can see.
He said, hold on. Let me go shopping real quick. I forgot some chips.
They call him noob. It was definitely unintentional, but now Frey can't peek anymore. Now he's going to have to commit now.
Chilling out for the time being. Because we do have Bully who actually popped his pills. So he can just continue to wait this out for a bit. Doesn't really need the frustration. He will eventually roll it in here with the Boom Smoke Charge. Boom able to find 2, taking a note out of Ascendant's playbook. How effective will it be? Actually, that is Ascendant. So Ascendant taking a note out of their own playbook as a charge lands into the wall. Will go down. Rock. Not quite with the smack though. He's down in the corner. Hits him out of the corner, chasing him down. CI's wrapping around. Tank only got 2k HP left. Oh, don't do it to him. Okay. Okay, he is just going to be able to finish him off here. One more smack. Jockey on the head as Frey decommits. We'll find some more smacks onto Bully. Just one. Hunter spawns in. And just some for fun damage under a shell as the hit goes down.
Yeah, they will survive. Frey's tank spread the love to quite a few survivors, I must admit. So he got a lot of damage out there. Took him all the way down to 30%. But it looks like Lobscurite is going to be able to survive.
Yeah.
The only problem is it took to the finale for both teams to make a map together.
Right. Yeah. I've got to ask you, MK, this is the 3rd time out of 5 chapters we've seen the double boom be opted for by Ascendant with the tank engage. How do you feel about that? It's not really an on-meta play. As the hit comes out, the smoke will get cleared. Jockey will get carried into the CIs, so that will be some nice damage. Everything gets mopped up, but it's really not the meta play to be doing those boobs. We talked about it from time to time, for example, high-paying games, etc. How are you feeling about that?
Actually, if you go back to watch map 1 during the tank fight is a great scenario. They boomed 2 of the survivors and then they committed the tank. And 2 of the survivors were not focusing the tank at whatsoever. So due to that sheer fact alone is why Ascendant, I would say, is kind of throwing the boomers out there because they don't know how to deal with that. And and one thing that I could recommend to players if you want to get better at Left 4 Dead 2 is if you're just playing alone and not taking it serious, play the game and I forget what the mod is. There's a mod you can get from the workshop that'll make you boomed all the time. So try playing the game when you're constantly boomed to get used to it. Because it's part of the game, and you need to be able to see that way. And if you can't, situations like we saw in this tournament match today is what's going to unfold. So the recommendation is just play the whole game when you can't see. Get better at it.
I love that. I love that. But with that, Lobscurite making it in. Good for them, but still going to be a far cry away. And it is going to be the win for Ascendant.
Yep, they will get the victory. 3,264 over Lobscurite's 1,941. GG by both of them. And it's hard to believe that only 4 safe rooms were made in the making of this match.